Hey boys, we're going to get some rain tonight, so I'm going to put the bike up on its stands. Matter of fact, we might be getting rain for the next 3 days, so I figure this is a good time for me to put the motorcycle up on its stands here, and I'm going to tell you guys about the brake hardware I got. It is a little bit better. I'm going to try to give you guys the numbers if I can find it. Let's see here. Yeah, these are for the fronts, okay? And where's my backs at? Okay, these are the back. And these are the front ones. 22 bucks. Front and back. And they're all the same. They're all the sintered H&H. And they do stop the motorcycle a lot better. They're a lot stronger brakes. Maybe it was because they were brand new. But now the only thing about these pads, they're going to probably tear the rotors up more. Because if I'm not mistaken, the pads that come with the motorcycle are more of an organic and they have less metal in them. So they don't really tear up your rotors that much, plus they really don't have that much stopping power. Well, these brake pads do. They have more metal in them, more stopping power, but as a result you will go through your rotors more, and the rotors are expensive. So, I don't know. You don't have this, you don't have that. Let's wheel it back. Now, the one thing I would like to also talk about, I'm not going to make this a real long video. I want to talk about these seats, the driver's seat. I don't like the driver's seat at all. Okay, now, let me get this up on the rear stand. And I'll talk about that driver's seat a little bit. What we're going to do, we're going to wash the rear wheel here today. And we're going to get it up on the other stand too, but first I'm going to go over the driver's seat. What's happening to me is I'm sliding forward a lot into the gas tank, you know. And for me, it's a problem because I'm 6'4", you know. And believe it or not, this is a big motorcycle. It's a 1300 cc. It's still small for me. You know, the sport bike is actually too small for me. I'm not saying I don't like it. I like the motorcycle. But already what I did is I have the drop foot pegs on here. I have an adjustable brake lever. I have an adjustable shifter to accommodate my size 12 feet shoes. My foot pegs they have the 1-inch drop on them. I put those on here. But the seat is a real problem for me, you know. So what I'm going to do this winter is I'm going to modify the seat. What I want to do is the front of the seat that goes into the gas tank, I want to curl it up a little bit more. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the vinyl off, we're going to take the padding off, we're going to take the seat down to the plastic. And I'm going to add plastic onto the plastic so it's curved up. We're going to curve it up a little bit. We're going to curve it up probably about 1 inch, maybe as much as 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. I don't want it to interfere with my gas tank protector. But I want the seat to go right up under the gas tank protector. Here, let me bring you boys over here. See, this is where I want the seat to come up this high. So it's going to basically, it's going to come up like that. Then we're going to put a different seat cover on here. I'm going to go to the, I'm going to go over to the fabric store. I'm going to buy some marine vinyl, or possibly even, I just might change it to leather. Okay. I might change it over to leather. Maybe we'll do this one here too. But this has to go. This has to be changed. Now, the seats that are sold, there's a company in France. There's, I forget what the hell they're called, but there's a company over in France where the seats start at like $450. And they have like a ridge. There's a ridge right here. But they go up, you know. But I don't like those. Now, if it wasn't for that ridge in the back, I would have bought one of those. But, you know, I don't think there's a seat out there that I like right now. I really don't. There's not a seat out there I like. So I'm going to modify it myself. We're going to give it a shot this winter. Okay, this winter, this is going to get inspected at the end of the month. Then we're going to store it. We're going to put it in here. We're going to take the fairing off, and we're going to change the oil. We're going to change the coolant, and it's going to basically lay in here until the winter breaks for next year. But that's what I wanted to tell everyone. The brakes are great. I took this out yesterday. Also, one other thing I want to tell you guys, when you do your front brakes, I forgot to tell you this in the other videos. When you do your front brakes, don't forget to pump, before you take the motorcycle out, don't forget to pump your brake lever. Okay? Because if you take it out without pumping that, you're not going to have no front brakes. Okay, you got to pump that until you get your brakes back. That's one thing I forgot to tell you guys. Other than that, the brakes have real good stopping power, you know. But the seat's a bad design. I think that's just about the only bad thing I have to say about the motorcycle is this seat here. The seat got to be changed. Maybe for some of the shorter people out there, it's a great seat to have. But for the taller riders, the seat's no good. The seat got to go. It's got to be changed. Now, you guys can even lower these seats. I don't know if anyone knows that or not, but these seats can be lowered. There's 2 rubber grommets on the rear of the seat. There's 2 rubber grommets on the front, and there's 2 rubber grommets on the rear. You can take those off. Now, if I'm not, I don't think the seat will rest against the PC, because the PC is under the driver's seat. I don't think it'll rest on that. You may want to experiment a little bit, because you don't want it really resting on that. But I even tried taking those rubber grommets off, and it just makes it's worse for me. you know. See, as you can see, those were like 90 bucks. You know, they actually help by leaps and bounds. When I had the stock foot pegs on there, it was a real son of a gun to lift my legs back up to get them on the foot pegs. So I got the lower foot pegs. I got those used. I think they were like 60 bucks. I got those boys used, and they help by leaps and bounds. So yeah, that's what I want to do with this seat here. You know, see, so when I'm done, it's going to basically, we're going to put a lip on it, and it's going to come out maybe, it's going to come out toward us. It's going to come this way 2 inches, and it's going to curve up a little bit. So that's going to stop me from sliding into the gas tank. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I'll see what else I can do. Have a good one.